Well, happy Sunday evening, and welcome to Quick Bite History Live, where we do our best to have a little fun with history. You can catch us live normally each Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific Time. We do have a challenging show for you here tonight with 4 fresh new categories all rolled up into one remarkable game show. Now, you'll be watching our robots paint, listening to my clues, and you'll all be making your guesses as we first will be counting down the top 10 Hollywood power couples. Then we'll test our general knowledge, with the top 20 underrated inventions that changed the world. That should be interesting. And then next up, we'll test your knowledge of cars. We're going to do the top 10 most iconic cars in automotive history. But we're looking for iconic cars. That'll be fun. And then finally, the top 20 most beautiful natural wonders of the world. So a diverse show for you this evening. And if y'all stick around, we do have a bonus round available just in case there's any of you hardcore enthusiasts that just can't stop. So we'll talk about that later. Anyway, now please do check in. Say hello. Feel free to comment. Rhombus, what's up? Hey, got a new avatar there, I see. Very cool. Very cool. Well, I would imagine Arena's probably in the house. Hey, Arena, I hope you're available there somewhere. And we'll get going. Those sound like pretty fun categories tonight, or what? Huh? Let's get started with the first one. Okay, you guys know the rules. Robots paint, you guess, I give some clues along the way. Once again, we're going to be counting down the top 10 Hollywood power couples. Here we go. Their love story was filled with as much drama as a Hollywood film. She was a sultry actress known for The Killers and Mogambo. He was a crooner turned movie star with undeniable charisma. Their relationship was passionate, stormy, and frequently in the headlines. He was also known as Old Blue Eyes and and had one of the most famous voices in the history of music. Now, who is this famous power couple? Any guesses? How about one or the other? Either one of them. Well, what if I told you? Well, very good. Frank Sinatra it is. Old Blue Eyes. And he was married to a few women. Of course, she was married to a few men as well. This is one of my favorite actresses as far as looks goes, I would say. I guess I didn't know her. Ava Gardner. Ava Gardner. Does that ring a bell? Ava Gardner and Frank Sinatra. There you go. Couple. Number 1. Or number 10. Here's number 9. She was one of Hollywood's most glamorous pinup girls of the 1940s. He was a filmmaking prodigy who made the movie Citizen Kane at the age of 25. Their marriage was short-lived, lasting only about 4 years. She starred in Gilda, one of the most iconic film noir roles of all time. He was known for his deep voice, dramatic storytelling, and groundbreaking cinema techniques. All right, It's pretty good. Yeah, a pretty good picture of him, right? And she was a pinup girl, starting Gilda. Who was? She was redheaded. This is black and white. I'll tell you, she's a redhead. You're doing good at getting them in, Ramos. Very good. Who is this? We're doing power couples from Hollywood's golden age. Who knows? Going once, going twice. This is Rita Hayworth and old Orson Welles. Rita Hayworth and Orson Welles. Orson Welles reportedly said he never really knew Rita, despite being married to her for 4 years. There you go. All right, number 8. She was one of the most talented musical stars of all time. He was a visionary director behind Meet Me in St. Louis. Their love story was intertwined with classic MGM musicals. We're going to look for the robots to help us with this one. Hopefully they're going to define them a little better. Let's not make them too abstract, robots. Their daughter, here's the key clue. Their daughter, Liza, became a legendary performer in her own right. She will never be remembered. She will always be remembered for singing Over the Rainbow. This guy. This is Liza's father and mother. Liza's parents. Any idea? Very good. You're getting half always. Well, so if Liza's last name was what? Liza. I'm helping you. I'm helping you. This is Judy Garland and Vincent Minnelli. Not familiar now? Minnelli, Liza Minnelli. There you go. You got it. Despite their divorce, their artistic partnership left an indelible mark in Hollywood history. All right, this is a pretty famous couple coming up. She was a Hollywood leading lady before leaving the silver screen. He ruled over a tiny but glamorous European country. Their wedding was dubbed the wedding of the century. She won an Academy Award before becoming a princess. Who knows this little story? Her elegance made her one of the most beloved royal figures of all time. Well, I think that is correct. The King and Queen of Monaco. I think it was Monaco. But so her name was, and his name was, going once, going twice. Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier. Prince Rainier. Any of that sound familiar? Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier of Monaco. She gave up on acting at the peak of her career to become the Princess of Monaco. There you go. Well, King and Queen of Monaco. I guess you got it. Next up. Their love story played out both on and off screen. He was a Cuban musician, sorry, not magician. She was a comedic genius. They co-founded Desilu Productions, shaping TV history. They started a sitcom that remains iconic decades later. Who is this? I think we know who this is. Desilu Production. Here's the key clue. I Love Lucy made them household names worldwide. There you go. Well, Lucy, well, kind of. So Lucy and Ricky Ricardo, that would be their stage name. Correct. But what was their real name? Oh, there you go. Very good. You got it. The only correction would be that Arnaz is spelled Arnaz, not Arnaz. Did you know that? A-R-N-A-Z. But you got it. Very good. You got that one fully correct. Good job. Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. Despite their divorce, they remained friends, and Desi reportedly said, I Love Lucy was never just a title. Ah, how nice. All right, now this is an on-screen couple only. They danced their way into Hollywood history. Their on-screen chemistry was flawless, though they weren't a real-life couple. Their film set the gold standard for musical choreography. They made 10 films together, dazzling audiences with elegance. Their most famous song and dance number was Cheek to Cheek. You know either one of them? This is a famous couple from all the huge Hollywood musicals back in the day. I think those were during the 30s and 40s. Yeah, big musical. Any guesses? Either one of them? Well, this is Mr. Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Not a couple in real life, but on the stage. Though often linked as a pair, Fred and Ginger had a very different personal off-screen life. Yes, but imagine. All right, next up, number 4. He was the king of Hollywood. She was a beloved comedic actress with a sharp wit. Yeah, Fred Astaire. Famous guy. Their marriage was tragically short-lived. He played Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind, and unfortunately, she died in a plane crash during World War II, leaving him heartbroken. Hey, Mac, what's up? You got it. Who was his wife there that died in a plane crash? Famous comedic actress. Clark Gable is correct. And his wife was going once. Famous comedic actress died tragically in a plane crash during World War II. Miss Carol Lombard. Carol Lombard. Clark Gable and Carol Lombard. Power couple. Hollywood power couple. Gable reportedly joined the military after Lombard's death because he was devastated by her loss. Huh, interesting. I think you're going to know this next one. Their love story was legendary and scandalous. That's good. They married and divorced each other twice. Of course. Their fiery romance captivated the press for years. Who's this? He showered her with extravagant gifts, including a famous diamond. Not Jaja. Good job, Mac. Oh, and Mr. Artie P. Hey, Artie's in the house. Richard Burton and Liz Taylor is correct. Put the team together here and we can get every answer, I think. We're a team. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. Their relationship was filled with passion, drama, and luxury. An unforgettable Hollywood love story. There they are. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. One of our top 10 power couples in Hollywood. You guys got that one. Very good. We're down to the top 2. Only 2 left. Who's next? Don't know. Only the robots know. Actually, maybe I know too. Their romance lasted decades, but remained private. He was a 2-time Oscar winner. She won 4. Definitely Hollywood right. They started 9 films together. Wow. Hard to work with the wife, I would think. I don't know. Seems like it'd be hard to work with her. Their love endured despite obstacles. He was married to another woman. Oh, so it was a romance. They weren't actually married? Crazy. 9 films together. That sounds like an obstacle. He was married to another woman. He famously stood by his side until he died. Anybody know? I mean, I think the robots did an excellent job with the painting, so that looks just like them both. They did 9 films together. She won 4 Academy Awards. He won 2. For best, well, not anybody named Douglas. This is Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn. Katharine Hepburn never married, but she called Tracy the love of her life. There you go. I think you got it right there at the end, Artie. All right, we're down to the top one. He was the ultimate tough guy character. She was nearly 25 years younger than him. Perfect. Right? Perfect. Their first film together was To Have and Have Not. To Have and Have Not. The romance became one of the greatest love stories in Hollywood. Could have made a movie about it. All right, who knows who this is? Ultimate tough guy character. He was 25 years older than she was. Their first film together was Have and Have Not. There you go. You've got the gentleman. Well, that's going way back, Rhombus. This is not Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford, but I like that guess. She was not actually the actress in Casablanca. She was not in that, but he was. Yeah. Yeah, he was. But they were a power couple off screen. But they were in a couple movies together too. But not Casablanca. This is Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. Lauren Bacall. Does that sound familiar? Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. I think you guys did pretty good. I would say you're about 50-50 overall. What do you think? That was our first category. All right, anyway, that was our first category, and that was just a 10-item category. And next up, we're going to do a 20 item category. And that's going to be 20 underrated inventions that changed the world. So this is a little harder in that the robots are going to be painting pictures of things. So without further ado, let's get into this. All right, you guys know the rules. Robots paint, you guess. I might give some clues along the way. Again, we're doing 20 underrated inventions that changed the world. So good luck. This office tool is small, but it holds things together in a big way. Its simple wire loop design has remained mostly unchanged over a century. Very good. Yes, correct. Can anybody guess what year it was created? It's an essential part of any desk, yet often goes unnoticed. It was invented by Johann Wahler, but perfected by others. So Johann's version wasn't quite as cool as this one. Correct. You guys all got this. It is the paperclip. And who knows what year? Oh, 1906 is not far off. Not far off. Hey, doctor, what's up? Doctor's in the house. Always good to have a doctor in the house. Would it surprise you that it's before 1900? It's 1899. Party like it's 1899. Johann Wahler. Very good. 1867. Why not? All right. Now you know how the game's played. Let's do the second one. This object replaced buttons and hooks with a smoother, faster alternative. You can find it on jackets, bags, and even astronaut suits. It's made of tiny interlocking teeth that glide smoothly. Yeah, very good. Everybody's getting it. I guess Doctor might have had it first, but everybody's got it right after. We'll give everybody credit on this one. Originally called the class blocker, it became widely used. The class blocker, how about that? Widely used in the 1920s. So again, if you know the date when this was invented, they don't go in order. Just so you know, they don't go in order. When it gets stuck, it can be frustrating, but when it works, it's perfect. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So anyway, anybody know the year? It's surprising, actually. Very good. Throw that 1867 out. It may, I don't know, that may work sometime. Well, I'll tell you what. The year was 1893, so a little before the paperclip. Zipper was easier. Maybe the guy got the idea for the paperclip from the zipper. All right, number 18. Before this, people had to dip pens in ink constantly. It was invented by a Hungarian journalist tired of messy writing. Yeah, I guess so. It became popular with soldiers in World War II because it worked at high altitudes. Little known fact. Little trivia there for you. Very good, very good. Is it called a fountain pen as well? A ballpoint pen is also known as a fountain pen, Doctor. I don't know. That may be correct. Hey, tetrahedrocon. What's up, man? Not an inkwell, but a ballpoint pen is correct. It's a must-have for students, offices, and just about everyone. You've probably used one today without thinking twice. Hey, Hey, our Russian friends in the house. Are you actually Russian or from another country near Russia? Very good. Very good. Yes. Who knows the year? Who knows the year of the ballpoint pen? Well, we're going to move on. So I'm going to tell you. It's 1938. 1938. Let's move on. Number 17. Ooh, this one's a little tricky. It's a newer invention. It looks like a pattern of black and white. It helps stores and warehouses track products. The first one was scanned on a pack of Wrigley's gum. I guess that's what we're seeing there. We're seeing a pack of Wrigley's gum. And that is correct. You guys all got it. I guess Rhombus might have gotten it first. But Babau's in the house. Doctor! All right, everybody's getting this one. You probably see dozens of these every time you go shopping. Yes, they make us do self-checkout everywhere in America now. So you have to find the barcode, don't you? Who knows the year? Oh, Rhombus is trying to pre-guess me there. It's a little earlier than that. It's a little earlier, not a lot, but a little bit earlier. Without this invention, checkout lines would take forever. And I think that's true, especially self-checkout lines. How about, does 1974 sound about right to you? 1974. All right. Barcode. That's a little known but important invention, right? Definitely. Let's go back in time to an even more important invention. This tool helps people move heavy loads with ease. It was first used in ancient China. It was a single wheel and two handles for pushing. Oh no, good guesses, good guesses. Farmers, construction workers, and gardeners all rely on it. There you go. There you go, Doctor. Doctor knows what's up. Without it, carrying bricks, dirt, or cement would be much harder. Yes, indeed. Okay, who knows the date? Who knows the date? Anybody know the date? Its simple design has remained largely unchanged. First one out of the box was great. From China. Not that far back. That's good though. They're telling me, the robots are telling me 2nd century CE or AD, if you prefer. Anyway, that was with wheelbarrow. You guys all got that. Next up, number 15. This one's too easy. It keeps clothes fastened in place. It can be round, square, or decorative. People used strings and pens before this was invented. This was an important invention. I mean, can you imagine strings and pens? Yeah. It's been around for thousands of years, but it's still in daily use today. Yes, that's right. Correct. Quite a picture by the robots. I guess, how creative can you get when you're drawing a button? I don't know. Is there a more creative way to create a button? I don't know. You probably have dozens of these on your clothes right now. I don't have a button on my clothes right now. You guys have a button on your clothes? I don't. Who knows the year on this one though? This is further back. The button's a long time ago. Without buttons, fashion would look very different. We'd all be wearing the robes still. We'd all be still wearing those Greek robes, right? Greek and Roman robes. What? But now hit it on the button. Did you Google that? All right, here's our most important invention. That should be the only clue right there. It was first invented by a man named Sir John Harrington. Thank you, Sir John. I guess that's why it's also called the John, right? I didn't know that. It drastically improved sanitation and hygiene. It took centuries before it became widely used. It connects to a sewer or septic system to remove the waste. No. Oh, well, so toilet is not the complete answer in this case. We're looking for the one that Sir John Harrington made in 1596. So all the way back in 1596, he made a version of the toilet. And it was called the blank toilet. And the key clue was it connects to sewer or septic system to remove the waste. There you go, Rhombus. That is a complete answer. The flush toilet. The flush toilet is the full correct answer. Even though it's an everyday necessity, people rarely think about its history. You're right. You're right. All right, next one. This invention changed the way medicine is given. It allows doctors to inject medicine directly into the bloodstream. It helps deliver vaccines, insulin, and life-saving drugs. Tubsic. I have no idea whether Tubsic is correct or not. It could be that's correct. Needle is not the answer I'm looking for. And syringe is closer. I'm looking for a complete answer. The blank syringe. 1853. 1853. Without it, modern medicine would not be as advanced as it is. There you go. The doctor knows. It would make sense that the doctor would know. Doctor who, what, where? The hypodermic syringe, 1853. It has saved countless lives by making the medical treatment faster and more effective. There you go. Who knew? The doctor knew. Makes sense. Number 12. Well, this one might be a little harder. I think the robots had a hard time drawing this one. A small, simple, yet incredibly useful tool. It was invented by Walter Hunt in just a few hours. This guy came up with it. It helps fix clothing emergencies on the go. It also is used in fashion, first aid, and even punk rock style. Yes, it's used in punk rock style. It locks in place to prevent accidental pricks. I hate those little accidental pricks. Let's see. Doctor got it first, I think. Robus was close behind. It is the safety pin. It is the safety. Who knows the year? Who knows the year the safety pin was invented? It was a wardrobe and sewing kit essential for over a century. This is not the defibrillator. Although, if you jab somebody with it, their heart starts right up. 1850 was really low. 1849, same year as the gold rush. 49ers. Must have been an essential tool out there in the gold fields. Okay, this one's a little weird. Before this, people used breadcrumbs to remove pencil marks. It was first made from natural rubber. It helps students and artists fix mistakes. It comes in many shapes, sizes, and colors. It even comes in different scents. Now, I've never seen one in a different scent. Have you guys seen that? Yeah, so I guess the robots decided to pick up on the bread clue with the picture. We've got the bread version of the erasers shown on the picture. But yeah, can you guess what year they came up with the idea for the eraser? You'll find one on top of most pencils. Yes, you will. This invention made learning and drawing much easier for everyone. Important invention, right? It's a Bulovka. Bulovka. Of course. Eraser is the correct answer, incidentally. And the year was 1770. 1770, way back. A little more modern now. I think you'll know this one. It revolutionized how goods are transported worldwide. It standardized global trade, making shipping faster and cheaper. It's a giant metal box, usually found at ports and on trucks. Well, that was an awful good clue. I mean, that kind of gave it away. What was the important thing, though? It revolutionized shipping and transport. It helped fuel globalization by reducing costs. There you go. Yes, shipping containers. Shipping containers is the answer I was looking for. Like, Mac, you got that one first. No, Rumbas. The shipping container, what year? Who knows the year? Relatively modern. Before this invention, shipping was slow, expensive, and inefficient. Yeah, they had those wood boxes. Very good. Very good. This is a official size shipping container. Not that late, Sleepy. This is 1956. 1956. So, relatively old. Okay. Next up. Now, good luck getting this one. This is the first one in the picture. It helps people move up and down in tall buildings. Well, that was a giveaway clue. That was too easy. The modern version was made safer by Elisha Otis. That Otis name sound familiar? Without it, skyscrapers wouldn't be practical. Can you imagine going up and down the stairs every time? No. It is found in hotels, malls, apartment complexes. Correct. I think Rhombus might have gotten it first, but everybody's getting it, of course. Press a button and it takes you where you want to go. Who knows the year? Without elevators, modern cities would look completely different. Because how many flights of stairs can the average person go up before they pass out? I think buildings would be limited to about 10 stories, right? I mean, that'd be the most. Yes, it is a lift. It is a lift. 1852. 1852. Pretty far back there, actually. Yeah. This next one's an important invention. Now, this one keeps hot drinks hot and cold drinks cold. It uses vacuum insulation to prevent temperature change. Now, it's supposed to use vacuum insulation, but the cheap ones don't. It's popular among coffee drinkers and hikers. It was first invented by Mr. Sir James Dewar. I guess he's the booze guy, Dewar. Yeah, you got it. I like Rhombus's spelling a little better than your spelling, Doctor. Who's coughing blood? Nobody coughs blood in this game. It's not part of the game. It's technology even used. It's a technology that's even used in space travel. Yeah, so the vacuum, creating the vacuum thing. Which is all right, the cheap ones nowadays don't use a vacuum seal. Who knows the year? Thermos. Thermos. Who knows the year? Far back there. It seems like everything was invented around this time. 1892. 1892. There you go. Next one's kind of interesting. Number 7. It's found in glasses, microscopes, and telescopes. It helps people see more clearly. It enabled scientists to explore the microscopic world. Yeah, Rhombus. I think you might have it. How about a little more? How about a little more of an answer, Rhombus? I like the lens. That's good. It also helped map the stars and galaxies. If you wear glasses, you use this invention every day. So I'm talking about the invention that made all these things possible. It is a lens, but it's the blank lens. Blank lens. Without lenses, modern science and medicine wouldn't be the same. It's a certain kind of lens that was invented in the 13th century. Wow, 1200s. Way back. This made telescopes, microscopes, and glasses possible. It's a lens, so you guys got it. But it's called the optical lens. How's that for snickety? The optical lens. Nobody got it. All right, I think you'll get this one. This is a rather important invention. It made fire easily portable. It replaced more difficult fire starting methods. It was invented by a gentleman named John Walker. There you go. Rhombus. Flashlight, that's good. It's wrong, but it's good. It's still widely used today for lighting candles and stoves. Just strike it and get a flame. Yeah, so the match has been replaced a little bit, hasn't it? By the little lighters, but everybody's still got some matches around, right? Who knows the year for the invention of the match? Invention of the match. It helped make fire safer and more accessible. Yes, it did. Who knows what year the match was invented? 1986. 1397. That's a nice throw out. That's eight. How about 1826? Actually, it took them a long time to actually figure that whole thing out. I guess they were comfortable with their old methods. All right, now this next one's a little bit trickier. I'm going to tell you it's something processed. The blank process. It revolutionized the production of crucible building material. It made metal stronger, cheaper, and easier to produce. This invention helped build bridges, skyscrapers, and railroads. It fueled the Industrial Revolution. The blank process. Without it, modern cities and infrastructure wouldn't exist. How dramatic. I'm going to give you the year in this case. It was 1856. 1856. This process made steel more affordable, changing construction forever. Now that's the dude whose name is on this process. Everybody know? Has to do with steel. Has to do with making steel. This gentleman's name was Bessemer. That ring a bell to anybody? The Bessemer process. The Bessemer process. 1856. Learn something every day on Quick Wide History Live. Next up, rather famous invention here. It changed the way food is stored and preserved. For this, people relied on ice houses and salt to keep food fresh. It reduced food waste and made diets more varied. There you go, everybody's getting it. Robots, sleepy time. Not sleepy time yet. We still got 2 more rounds after this. This invention allowed people to store perishable food for days or even weeks. Yes, indeed. Who knows the year that this type of refrigerator with the condensing oils or whatever it is they use, who knows the year that they got that going? I don't know what the robots are thinking on the picture. Who knows? But it looks like one. That's a good guess by now. Not bad. 1867, not bad. It's 1834. 1834. So pretty close. Pretty close. Top 3 inventions. This one was rather important. It transformed navigation and exploration. It helps sailors travel across the oceans safely. It uses Earth's magnetic field to point in a fixed direction. Yeah, there you go. You guys got that one pretty quick. Must have been a good picture. It made mapping and trade routes more reliable. Who knows the year? Who knows the year? Or the century. We're looking for the century. Without it, global exploration wouldn't have been possible. Now, the year I'm looking for on this is probably the modern version of this invention, because I think some of those old boys back in the day made things that were kind of like the compass, right? But they weren't. The way this compass works was the 11th century. 11th century, not bad. This tool guided explorers like Columbus and Magellan on their historic voyages. So they both had the compass. Everybody had the compass. Well, that was easy then. But why were they all bitching and moaning all the time about what a hard thing it was to find their way across the ocean? They had a compass. My goodness. Okay, top 2. Here we go. It spread knowledge faster than ever before. It made books affordable for the first time. Yeah, you didn't have to have all these monks back in the room and handwriting the manuscripts. It helped fuel you had to pay those guys by the hour. Those monks were not cheap. It helped fuel the Renaissance and the Reformation. It was invented by, yes, correct. It is the printing press is the correct answer. Well, of course, always looking for the year. And how about the inventor? We'll look for the inventor. Without it, modern education and media wouldn't exist. This invention made literacy accessible to the masses, changing the world forever. Yes, indeed. And yes, Gutenberg is correct. Gutenberg is correct. It was before 1614, though. It was way back. It was before the Renaissance. It was actually one of the things that helped build the Renaissance. Remember, it was related to the Reformation. What was the guy's name up in the north? Anyway, 1440 was the year. 1440. Number one invention, according to the robots, and I can see why the robots would think this was important. It stores and provides electricity on demand. Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy who invented it. So we'll want the guy too. I'm not going to give you that as a clue. We want the guy that invented this, what the invention is that we're trying to show, and the year. It powers everything from remote controls to cars and to robots. It made portable electronics possible. Without it, modern life, as we know it, would not exist. Generator's a good answer. Martin Luther was the guy I was looking for earlier. Yes, correct. But what is this invention that this guy's got right over my head right here? What's that thing? That thing right there. Who's the guy? And what's the invention? It's very important for remote controls, for cars, for robots. It's very important for virtually everything we use today. Our phones, very important for our phones. What is it? Oh my goodness. Well, it's the battery, of course, the battery. The guy's name was Alessandro Volta. Alessandro Volta. And the year was 1800 even. 1800 even. Well, that was a pretty fun round. That wasn't bad. We'll try to do some rounds with similar Anyway, you guys did pretty good at that. You guys knew most of those. So now we got another round of 10 coming up. The next one is most iconic cars in automotive history. So for you car lovers, we're going to do one about cars. So let's Alrighty. Well, gosh. By now, you know the rules. Robots pay, you guessed. I do give some clues along the way. And this round, we're going to do top 10 most iconic cars in automotive history. Number 10. It was designed as an affordable car for the masses. It became a symbol of counterculture in the 1960s. That's true. It was a symbol of counterculture. Its shape is unmistakable. Curvy, compact, and friendly looking. It starred in movies like Herbie the Love Bug. It starred in movies. This is quite the iconic car. Yeah. I think Ramos had it first, but everybody's going to get it. Doctor, yes, you are correct. It's one of the best-selling cars of all time. Did you know that? Best-selling cars of all time. This little bug of a car became a pop culture phenomenon across the world. Now, I said it became popular in the 1960s in America, but do you have any idea when it was invented? What was the year it started, and what was the last year they made Volkswagen? Bugs. Volkswagen Beetle. I'm sorry. Nobody's. Oh yes, Ramos had the correct answer up there. Volkswagen Beetle was the complete answer we were looking for. Anybody know when it started and when it died? Those are good guesses. Doctor knew the answer. I don't know how, but he knew it. 1938. They stopped making them in 2003. 2003. Cool. Number 9. Some of these, we try to make them a little cryptic on the picture to make it a little harder. It was America's first mass-produced sports car. So you have to listen to my clues. The first model featured a fiberglass body, which was very rare at the time. It was a favorite among car enthusiasts and collectors. Its sleek design and roaring engine made it an instant classic, often called America's sports car. Who knows what this one is? It looks like a Thunderbird in that picture. It really does. But it's not a Thunderbird. There you go, Rhombus. What was the company that made the Corvette? And who knows the year of this design of the Corvette? The Corvettes come back a couple times. They've stopped making it, and then they start making it again a couple times. But this is the original Corvette made by which company? No, it was before 72 for sure. The original Corvettes were made in 1953. And they made them for 10 years, 1953 to 1962. 1962. Yeah, Chevrolet Corvette, right. Chevy Corvette, correct. All right, that picture made it a little bit harder, but, robots are trying to fool you. What can I say? I think you know this one. It was designed as an answer to rising fuel costs. Its small size made it perfect for city driving. It shocked the racing world by winning the Monte Carlo Rally. Did you know that? This car won the Monte Carlo Rally. Kia Soul, I love that answer. Stewart's in the house. Got here for the cars, got here for half the cars. It's one of the most recognizable compact cars in history. And yes, indeed, it is the Mini Cooper. The Mini Cooper. Now, who knows the year that they started making Mini Coopers? They still make them today, actually, but they've made them continuously. But what was the first year they made Minis? Despite its tiny size, this car made a huge impact on both racing and pop culture. On 1954, a little later than that, but close. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. It was 1959, believe it or not. 1959. Yeah. There it is. Mini Cooper. Did you know it won the Monte Carlo Rally? Wow. Number 7. This one's interesting. It was built with one goal: to beat Ferrari at Le Mans. Has anybody seen the movie? There's a movie all about this story. It's a cool story. It became an endurance racing legend. I think Matt Damon's in the movie, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Matt Damon. It helped Ford dominate the 24 hours of Le Mans for the next 4 years straight. Stuart, you got to help the team, Stuart, on the cars. That's good. Was it all? I see Ford Bullet. Was it also called the Bullet? Hey, Matthew, what's going on? Was it also called the Bullet or Ford GT40? Ford GT40 was the official name. Who remembers the year? Do anybody know the year that was? It was featured in the film Ford versus Ferrari, which I don't know. Did you guys see that movie? It's a pretty cool movie. Pretty cool movie. Its low, sleek body made it one of the most aggressive-looking race cars ever. Yes, indeed. 1960 is very close. 1964. 1964. This American beast forever changed motorsport history with its stunning victories. Ford said, you know what? We're going to go and we're going to win. There you go. Next up. Ooh, this is a classic. This is the one car I've never owned and wish I owned. I've owned a lot of different cars, never this one. It's one of the longest running sports car models ever made. Its engine is famously located in the rear. Its design has stayed consistent, evolving rather than changing completely. Yeah. And Matthew has the full answer. Stuart was right behind him. Probably due to that Starlink connection. My Starlink's working pretty good, and I have a little secret. On my end, I think I've got the Starlink thing licked, but I'll explain it. Is there one car that defines Porsche more than this one? No, there's not. It's one of the most successful performance cars in history. That's right. Did I say the year? Anybody know the first year they made the 911? Who knows the year the 911 first came out? Debuted. 1964. 1964. All right, here we go. Number 5. This car proved that electric cars can be both fast and luxurious. It was the first EV to truly rival gas-powered sports cars. Its ludicrous mode set records for acceleration. Which model? Which model? You are correct. It is a Tesla. What model? It helped push, it's the most popular model. It helped push the auto industry towards electrification. It became the symbol of the modern electric revolution. Oh, Tesla Roadster. Have they even started making the Roadster yet? I don't think it's in production, is it? Roadster would be cool. This is the most popular Tesla model. It's the Tesla Model S. Tesla Model S. This car made electric vehicles cool and desirable. Yes, it did. They might have a Tesla. Do you guys have a Tesla? And you guys Tesla drivers? I don't have a Tesla. I live in South Carolina. We don't have any charging stations. We believe in cheap gas. We're paying $2.39 a gallon right now. Not bad. It's going down. Coming down. All right, number 4. This car created the pony car class of American muscle cars. Pony car. Its aggressive design made it an instant hit. It starred in countless movies, including Bullet. Yes. Matthew. Oh, so they've had a Roadster for a while. There's some version of the Roadster that's the new one I'm thinking of. Okay, got it. Makes sense. This is a symbol of freedom and power on the road. It became the dream car of American car lovers. Few cars have inspired as much as this one. Yes, the collectors love this car. This car is worth quite a bit in this country now. People like to restore these, for sure. Do they have many of these over in England? It's very popular to get an old one and restore it here. Although they did come back out with it, right? It was so popular that they, of course, had to come out with the sequel. Yeah, 64. 64 is correct. Very good. Well, we're down to the top 3. Iconic cars. Top 3 iconic cars. This one's widely considered the world's first true supercar. True supercar. shocked the industry with its stunning looks and speed. It introduced the mid-engine layout that became standard for supercars. It was a status symbol for the rich and famous. Who knows what this one is? That is. That's correct. Stuart's got it. Stuart's got it. Lamborghini Miura. Miura. M-I-U-R-A. Probably sounds like a mirror. Lamborghini Miura. Anybody know the year? Just for fun. It cemented Lamborghini's reputation as a maker of exotic dream cars. A lot of buzzwords in here. Dream cars, supercars. Without this car, supercars, as we know them, might not exist. And the orange, right? You had to have the orange color. They still make the orange color, I think. 1966. 1966. Lamborghini Miura. Top two. All right. Most iconic. Number two. It was the first car many people ever owned. It was built using revolutionary assembly line techniques. It made cars affordable for the average family. It transformed the way people lived, worked, and traveled. Well, hey, I should 2 knots in the house. I guess Stuart got it. Stuart got the complete answer right off the bat. And then everybody's kind of gotten most of the answer after that. It is the Ford Model T. Who knows the year? Who knows the year? Anybody know the year? First year. It is often called the car that put the world on wheels. Yes, this is the car that put the world on wheels. Henry Ford's creation changed transportation forever. 1901, it's close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. They made this car for quite a few years too. It started in 1908 and ran until 1927. 1908 to 1927. There you go. Now, according to the robots, their number one iconic car is the following. Not the Model T. That was number two. This car held the record for the fastest production car for over a decade. Its engine bay was lined with real gold for heat insulation. It had a unique 3-seat design. That's weird. With the driver in the center. Now, I never knew that. It was a masterpiece of engineering with ultra-light carbon fiber body. There you go. Yeah. You know your cars. We'll come back with another car category in the future. We'll do a longer something. We'll do something interesting with cars. The invention category went very well tonight too, Stuart. So we'll come back with inventions again as well. Even today, it is considered one of the greatest cars ever built. The McLaren. Almost correct, Stuart. Actually, that's not quite what the robots tell me. The robots tell me it's the McLaren F1. McLaren F1. But I don't know if this picture is the F1. Yes. McLaren F1, 1992. 1992, so not that long ago. Even today, it is considered one of the greatest cars ever built, with only 106 ever made. 106 is all they made? And it's the greatest car? This car is a rare and legendary masterpiece. I'd say so. Hey, that was iconic cars. 10 categories. You guys did pretty good at that. We've got one more category in our main show here tonight. The 20 most beautiful natural wonders on Earth. How about that? Let's find the file and load it up. You know the rules. Robots paint. You guess. I do give a few clues along the way. And we're going to try the 20 most beautiful natural wonders on Earth. There you go. Number 20. Good luck. These are going to be harder. This mountain has sheer cliffs and a flat top, making it look like an island in the sky. It inspired Arthur Conan Doyle's novel, The Lost World. Familiar with that? Its surface is often shrouded in mist into its mysterious beauty. It's home to unique plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth. It's one of the oldest geological formations, dating back 2 billion years. Cliffs of Dover. I don't think so. I'm going to give you a clue. This is on the border of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana. It's right on the border. All 3 countries touch this mountain. And it's bigger than it looks in this picture. Anybody know where this is? It's one of the most beautiful, top 20 most beautiful spots. Mount Roraima. 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 Okay, there you go. Now, this is closer to the Cliffs of Dover, but it's not the Cliffs of Dover. These towering cliffs stretch for 14 kilometers along the Atlantic Ocean. They are one of Ireland's most visited natural attractions. On a clear day, you can see the Aran Islands in a distance. They've been featured in movies like Harry Potter and Half-Blood Prince. Standing at the edge, you'll hear the waves crashing far below. Who knows where this is? One of the most beautiful spots on Earth. Did that help? That didn't help? And it's not the Cliffs of Dover. It's not Normandy. It's in Ireland. This faces America, basically. Faces the Atlantic Ocean. Anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody know? This is the Cliffs of Moher. M-O-H-E-R. Do I say that right? Cliffs of Moher, Ireland. There you go. There you go. Hey, Jamie, what's up? Next up, number 18, with a bullet. Its name means Cotton Castle in Turkish. It features bright white terraces formed by mineral-rich hot springs. It has been a spa destination for 1,000 years. It's been a spa for 1,000 years. The ancient city of Hierapolis was built nearby because of the healing waters. Its cascading pools create a surreal, dreamlike landscape. Some of these pictures are a little bit harder to picture, but this is what we got. This is the most beautiful spots on the planet. Anybody know where this is? Anybody know? Going once, going twice. This is in Turkey. It is Pamukkale. 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 Turkey. Now you know. A natural spa-like. There you go. Number 17. Let's move on. This is the largest salt flat in the world. When covered in rainwater, it becomes a giant mirror reflecting the sky. It's a major source of lithium used in batteries. The hexagonal salt patterns on its surface look like geometric puzzles. This one's, it's a lot like the Salt Lake one, right? But it's bigger, way bigger. Like imagine the Salt Lake one, only like 10 times bigger. Yeah, Bonneville, but bigger. 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 Tourists love taking optical illusion photos due to its endless horizon. Of course, they do that in Utah as well. Walking here feels like stepping into an infinite otherworldly realm. Anybody know this one? This is like a geography category, right? You gotta be world geographer. These are the most beautiful places on the planet. This was Solar de Uyuni, Uyuni, and that's in Bolivia. Bolivia. Anybody ever been there? No? Okay. Now you've probably seen this one in movies. Its towering sandstone pillars look like they belong in a fantasy movie. It inspired the floating mountains in the movie Avatar. Mist surrounds the peaks, making them look even more magical. Some formations reach over 1,000 meters in height. Anybody know where this is? It's one of the most breathtaking landscapes in China. China! Yeah. Does anybody know the name of this place? This is the place that inspired Avatar. There you go. Yes, it is somewhere in China. This is known as the Zhangjiajie. Zhangjiajie. I'm not saying that right. Zhangjiajie, you guys can look it up. National Forest Park in China. It's the inspiration for Pandora in the Avatar movie. There you go. I think they get easier as we go. We're kind of in the hardest ones, the 20, 19, 18, right? Let's see if you guys can get this one. It's the highest mountain in New Zealand. So I give you the place right off the bat. It's surrounded by glaciers and alpine meadows. Its dark sky reserve makes it one of the best places for stargazing. Oh, it's dark sky reserve. It was a training ground for Sir Edmund Hillary before he climbed Mount Everest. This is where they practice. The snowy peak is often reflected in nearby lakes. This is one of the most beautiful spots on the planet. It's in New Zealand. It's in New Zealand. Who knows? This one's easier to pronounce. I don't know if it's easy, but it's easier. Mount Cook is correct. Mount Cook is correct. Very good, sir. It's also known as Aoraki, Aoraki, Aoraki Mount Cook. Mount Cook. There you go. Okay, like I said, you're going to start knowing these names a little bit better as we go down the list. 14. Its local name is, this ain't going to help you, Mosi Oa Tuna, Tunya, which means the smoke that thunders. The smoke that thunders. It's one of the largest and most powerful waterfalls in the world. Largest and most powerful waterfalls in the world. The mist from the falls can be seen from miles away. Very good. We got one. Thank you. You got it. Visitors can swim at the edge of the natural pool called Devil's Pool. It straddles 2 African countries. This is the Victoria Falls. Who knows the 2 countries it borders? Anybody know that? This waterfall is so massive it can create its own rainbows. Yeah, there's a picture the robot's kind of got a rainbow in there. Yeah. Anybody know the countries that this borders both countries? Zambia and Zimbabwe. Zambia and Zimbabwe. 2 Z's. Both at the end of the list of countries. Right at the end. Next up, most beautiful places on the planet is what we're doing. 20. It's the largest coral reef system on the planet. It's home to thousands of species of marine life. It can be seen from space. Snorkeling and diving here reveal an underwater world of vibrant colors. Yeah, who would have it? I guess Jamie has it too. Yes. Snorkeling and diving here reveal an underwater world of vibrant colors. Rising ocean temperatures threaten its future. Now, I've heard that isn't necessarily true. That it's actually getting bigger. Now, take your information with a grain of salt from Quick Bite History Live. What I've heard is doing just fine. The Great Barrier Reef is in, yes, Australia. Correct, Matt. Correct. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia is one of the most beautiful places on the planet. This living wonder is one of the most biodiverse places on Earth. There you go. Now this is a pretty spot. It's Japan's most famous mountain. Its symmetrical cone shape makes it instantly recognizable. So you guys will probably get it. It's a sacred site in Japanese culture. It looks stunning when framed by cherry blossoms, like in the robot picture. I think Kilimanjaro looks like this as well, but I did use Japan in the clue. Rumbus had it first, Stuart. Closely behind Jamie. Matthew was incorrect. Hey, Arena. What's up? Mount Fuji is correct. The iconic volcano is a symbol of Japan's beauty and tradition. Mount Fuji, Japan. One of the most beautiful places on the planet. One of the 20 most beautiful places on the planet. There you go. Mount Fuji. We've got 11 left. Halfway. Like I said, most of the top 10, you're going to know most. Maybe not this one, though. This place features cascading lakes connected by waterfalls. The watercolor changes from turquoise to emerald green. Wooden walkways let visitors explore without disturbing nature. Now, this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And when you're there, it actually looks like something out of a fantasy novel. Now, I will give you the country. It's in Croatia. Croatia. Does that help? It's one of the most magical lake systems on Earth. And obviously, this is a picture of a couple of the pools and a waterfall. Anybody know the name of this beautiful national park in Croatia? And I will try to pronounce it. It is called Plitvice or Plitvice. I think it's Vice. Plitvice Lakes. Plitvice Lakes National Park in Croatia. Learn something every day on Quick Bite History Live. That's number 11. Got to go there sometime. UNESCO World Heritage Site. I think you'll know this one. It was carved by the Colorado River over 1 million years ago. Its colorful rock layers reveal Earth's geological history. It's over 1 mile deep in some areas. Very good. I knew you'd get this one. I don't know why. It's one of the most visited natural wonders in the United States. The views from the rim are absolutely breathtaking. Correct. Everybody's got this one. Now, it not only was carved 1 million years ago, but it continues to be carved today. There's a little bit of Dave back for you. A masterpiece of nature showcasing the power of erosion over time. The Grand Canyon, of course. Number 10. All right, let's see if you can get this next one. I've heard of it, but I don't make it that easy. I'm sorry. I was getting past the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon was too easy for you guys. All right, here we go. This bay is filled with over 1,600 limestone islands and islets. Little baby islands. Its emerald green waters make it one of the most picturesque places in Asia. Who knows where this is? Many of its islands contain hidden caves and grottos. Kind of like the Playboy grotto. It's like that. Local Islands says the islands were created by a dragon. Well, that'd be weird. It's often shrouded in mist, giving it a mystical, otherworldly feel. Now, who knows where this is? It's in Asia. A stunning seascape that looks like something out of a dream. Anybody know? Any guesses? China is a good guess, Adam, but incorrect. It is in the country of Vietnam, and it's called Ha Long Bay. It looks a little bit like Thailand too, right? There's places in Thailand that look like that. This is Vietnam, Ha Long Bay. Number 9 on our list. Here's number 8. Pretty famous place. This is the world's tallest uninterrupted waterfall. It plunges over 3,200 feet from the top of the plateau. The water often turns to mist before it reaches the bottom. Who knows where this is? It was named after an American aviator who discovered it. It's named after an American aviator. Oh. It inspired Paradise Falls in the movie Up. I don't think that's a clue does us any good at all. This waterfall is so tall you can see it disappearing into the clouds. Stuart's got it. This is really cool looking. Definitely. Very cool. It's really weird because like the water comes right from it appears when you're at the bottom, like the water comes from the very top of the mountain. It's like, well, where's the water come from? It's on the top of the mountain. That's weird. It's like, what do? Pipe it up there? That's right, Angel Falls. Angel Falls in Venezuela. Angel Falls. I wish Venezuela would get their act together so we could go visit there. I guess we could visit. I don't know. Oh no, sounds politically difficult. All right, next up. We're down to number 7 in most beautiful places on the planet. This is made up of 275 different waterfalls stretching nearly 2 miles wide. It's taller and wider than the Niagara Falls in New York. A famous section is called the Devil's Throat. It's kind of like the Devil's Throat. It sits in a lush tropical rainforest teeming with wildlife. The roaring water creates a permanent mist in the air. A lot of these waterfalls do that, right? Anybody know where this is? I'll give you a clue. It's on the border between Argentina and Brazil. Anybody know the name of this place? This category is for like geography experts. And unfortunately, Quick Bite History doesn't have a lot of those in our followers. This is known as Iguazu Falls. Iguazu Falls. Argentina, Brazil. All right, you may know this one. It's a slot canyon in the Arizona desert. Its smooth, wave-like sandstone walls create surreal patterns. Beams of light shine through the openings, creating a glowing effect. It was formed by millions of years of water erosion. Photographers travel from all over the world to capture its beauty. Who knows where this is? I know this one because I've been there a few times. I've even camped in the lower parts of it on the Lake Powell. It looks kind of like some places in Egypt, right? Or in Jordan, the Petra kind of looks like that. But this one is in America, in Arizona. It's right next to Lake Powell, if you're familiar with that, Colorado River. And it is known as Antelope Canyon. Antelope Canyon. Learn something every day on Quick Bite History Live. We're down to the top 5 now. And now this one's not a spot, but a thing that is one of the most beautiful things on Earth. One of the most beautiful things on Earth. This natural light show points to the sky with green, purple, and red. It's caused by solar particles interacting with the Earth's atmosphere. It can only be seen in high latitude regions near the pole. Yeah. This one's the Northern Lights, right? Which is also known as, Rhombus has it, or Aurora Borealis. Very good. You guys know this. Awesome. The best time to see it is during the winter. I guess that's true. I don't know. Is that true? I guess that's true. Or, whenever we have like a sunspot thing, right? Where the mass ejection coming directly at Earth is going to fry the old electric grid. Then you can see it too. The sky comes alive with color, creating a breathtaking cosmic display. There you go. Sewer. Oh, because sometimes the sewer has pretty colors in it. I don't know where you're coming from on that one. The Northern Lights is correct. Top 4. This next one is the largest tropical rainforest in the world. It produces 20% of the world's oxygen, earning its nickname, the lungs of the earth. It's home to millions of species, many still undiscovered. There you go, Stuart. Thank you. It stretches across 9 countries in South America. Deforestation is a major threat to its survival. Have you guys heard these theories about the rainforest, the Amazon rainforest is actually planted by man? That it was savanna-like when humans first showed up there and they started growing all the trees. Have you heard that? I think that's a Graham Hancock thing. You guys familiar with Graham Hancock? Anyway, yeah. The first humans, it was their orchard for the whole Amazon. Oh, well, okay. So you agree with that there. You made a good case for it to me. I believe a lot of that stuff. Believe me, that ancient, we're going to do more videos on that. Anyway, let's move on. Top 3. You'll know this place. It's the tallest mountain in the world. It reaches an altitude of 29,000 feet. Climbing it is considered one of the greatest challenges in mountaineering. Greatest challenges of anything. Yes. Obviously, everybody's going to know this. The first successful ascent was 1953 by Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. Many climbers leave prayer flags at the summit. Yeah, no kidding. Say a little prayer. Standing on top of this mountain means standing at the highest point on Earth. So, I think that qualifies as one of the most beautiful places on the planet. Mount Everest. What are the 2 countries that come together on Mount Everest? What's the border? What's the border that's right there? Anybody know? Anybody know the border? It is Nepal, of course, and Tibet. Nepal and Tibet. Okay, top 2. This one's a little less known, but it's pretty. This volcano is unique because humans witnessed its birth. It erupted suddenly in 1943 from a farmer's cornfield. Oops. Over the years, it buried villages in lava. It grew rapidly to over 1,300 feet tall. Today, it is dormant, but remains a frozen-in-time geological wonder. So, for some reason, the robots really liked it. They put it number 2. I don't know why. You can't, you know. They've got robot brains. They got nuts and bolts. The rare case of humans watching a volcano form from the ground up. Oh, they just wanted to be able to say that line. Watching a volcano from the ground up. Does anybody know where this is? This is not Vesuvius, but this is known as Paracutin volcano in Mexico. This was in Mexico. Anyway, it used to be a cornfield. Bummer. All right, number one, kind of weird. Related to a previous one, but it's different. It's the southern hemisphere's version of the northern lights. It produces the same stunning colors, green, pink, and purple, and red. It's like more green in this one. It can be seen from Antarctica, Australia, and parts of South America. But it has a kind of a different name. So it's partly known as Southern Lights, right? But it's also got another name. You know, like the one has the Aurora Borealis? This one has a slightly different name. Know that? It's even visible from space, of course. And because fewer people visit the South Pole, it's one of the least seen natural wonders. And that's why it made the number one list for the robots. Is nobody sees it. Oh, very good, Stuart. Very good. You got it. It is the Aurora Australis. Aurora Australis. Yeah. One of the most magical, mysterious light shows on Earth. In the farthest reaches of the planet. Aurora Australis. Very good. There we go. We made it to the end. Thank you guys. That was a little bit harder. You guys did much better at the cars and the inventions and things. You know, it's harder to do places. It's harder to paint them. You know, it just is. So anyway, I don't know. You guys up for a bonus round or no? The bonus round would be 20 wealthiest Americans adjusted for their era, if we're going to do it. But we don't need to. We can call it a night if you'd rather. So you guys let me know. Do you want to do one more bonus round or you want to call it a night? Your choice. Oh, I've got 2 thumbs up. That's usually the rule. 2 thumbs up means a go. All right, let's fire it up. Oh, we got 3, 4. Oh, let's go. Let's go. All right. So we played this one maybe 4 or 5 months ago. So we're going to try it again. See how we do. 20 wealthiest Americans adjusted for their eras. So I think we do them in groups of age. Got the surf rock in the background. All right, here we go. This was America's first billionaire. Turn my music down just a bit. He dominated the oil industry with Standard Oil. He pioneered modern philanthropy. He once controlled 90% of U.S. oil production. Yes. I need his full name, please. This is a tough game. There you go. There you go. We got the full name. Nice hat, huh? Pretty cool hat. That's right. John D. Rockefeller. 1839 to 1937. Now, he lived a long time. Wow, he lived 90, what is that, 98 years? Holy smokes. I guess if you're rich, you know. $340 billion adjusted wealth, supposedly. His funding created the Rockefeller Foundation, which helped eradicate hookworm. Okay, that's what he's best known for. All right, next up. Same era. Same era. This gentleman rose from poverty as a Scottish immigrant to America. He built a steel empire in the United States. He advocated giving away wealth with his Gospel of Wealth. Have you ever heard of that? Gospel of Wealth? I haven't heard of that. I've heard of other books he's written, but I don't remember Gospel of Wealth. Donated extensively to public libraries. His adjusted wealth was $310 billion. There you go, you got it. Jamie. That's correct. Carnegie Hall in New York City is named in his honor. Andrew Carnegie, Stuart, you got it correct. 1835 to 1919. Andrew Carnegie. Yeah, steel. Made money in steel. Supposedly we're going to be doing steel again in the United States. Get some tariffs going. We're going to be doing steel. I'm going to have a sip of water. All right, this next guy is nicknamed the Commodore. Not the Commodores, the Commodore. He amassed his wealth through railroads and shipping. Did Carnegie look like my granddad or this guy? He's known for his ruthless business tactics. I don't know if you remember my story about my grandfather with the McDonald's. So my grandfather did not get wealthy. He took the cash rather than the stock. His adjusted wealth was $180 billion. Did I say he's known for his ruthless business tactics? Yes, you are correct. Everybody's got it. Jamie, Stewart, you are correct. Cornelius Vanderbilt. Cornelius. He was born all the way back in 1794. Vanderbilt donated $1 million to establish Vanderbilt University. I guess we should have known that. All right, next up, number 4. This gentleman revolutionized the auto industry. He introduced the assembly line for mass production. He founded the Blank Motor Company. I couldn't tell you the motor company. He made cars affordable for the middle class. Correct. You guys got it. Everybody's got it. I think Nadal had it first. Rhombus, Stewart, Jamie. Henry Ford, 1863 to 1947. His adjusted wealth was $190 billion. And his $5 a day wage transformed industrial labor standards. That's right, everybody was mad at Ford for paying his guys too much. I think they sued Ford for paying his guys too much. There you go. Yeah, probably this next guy. Too. There he is. Henry Ford. All right, number 5. This gentleman is a giant in banking and finance. He played a key role in stabilizing the U.S. economy during crises. Too big to fail. He is. He helped form General Electric and U.S. Steel. Gave him loans. He's known for his art and library collections. Yeah, you guys know. You guys know. That is correct. J.P. Morgan. Uh, Elena, I don't know, Ford. Oh, Henry Ford. You were doing Henry Ford. I can read Russian. Henry Ford. That is correct for the last one. Yeah, J.P. Morgan. These guys are all probably a little rough around the edges, right? 75 billion. They're all probably pretty bad dudes. His personal art collection formed the core of Morgan Library in New York. Next up. All right, different era. We're going to a different era. This is the founder of the world's largest online retailer. He started by selling books online. Pretty good quiz. He expanded into cloud computing and logistics. He stepped down as CEO of Amazon in 2021. Correct. His adjusted wealth is listed in here at 160 billion. Bezos also owns the Washington Post and Blue Origin, a space exploration company. So Jeff Bezos, who knows the year Jeff Bezos was born? Anybody know? Yeah, I heard he's getting old. They can afford a good trainer and really good beef. They've all got the Kobe beef. Jeff Bezos, correct. Good protein. 64, yeah, correct. Correct. All right, related. You know this guy. He's on TV every day. He is the co-founder of an electric car company revolutionizing the auto industry. His ventures include space exploration and solar energy. And believe it or not, that's not what he's most famous for anymore. Yes, correct. Of course. I don't know about the picture's a little different of him, right? Oh, that's him, I guess. That's him. Who knows what his adjusted wealth is now? It goes up and down all the time. He's known for reusable rockets for SpaceX. He's known, of course, for his switching Twitter to be X, and now he's known for XAI. And of course, he's most famous. He's most famous for his Doge activities. I love him trying to get the public employees, the government employees, to write down 5 things they got done last week. That is awesome. I'm sorry, I like that. What a stuff. Oh my gosh. He is quite the character. Elon Musk. Next up, speaking of characters, co-founder of the company behind the Windows operating system. He helped usher in the personal computer revolution. Dark mega, yeah. Yeah, you can count Dave as dark mega. I'm there. I'm there with him. Known for his work on eradicating polio, his adjusted wealth, these aren't even worth it. 140 billion it says, but it's probably gone up. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is the largest private foundation in the world. Yes, this is evil world ender. Let's get political. Mr. Bill Gates. Guess what year Bill Gates was born? Anybody know? Anybody know? Yeah, I'm not a fan either. Not a fan. 1955. He's older than me. There you go. All right. Speaking of old guys, this gentleman is nicknamed the Oracle of Omaha. He is the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway. He is known for his long-term investment strategies. He lives modestly despite his enormous wealth. That's correct. You guys know all these rich guys. Why is that? These are pretty easy clues, aren't they? They kind of give it away. We should just do the pictures with no clues. It says his adjusted wealth is $120 billion. Buffett has pledged to give away 99% of his wealth during his lifetime. Well, he better hurry up. He better hurry up. He was born in 1930. 1930. There he is, the Oracle of Omaha. Yeah. Speaking of rich guys, of course, I guess we're doing all rich guys. So this guy was with Trump recently, and he said the wrong thing on TV. He got in all kinds of trouble. We'll see. Co-founder of a leading software company specializing in databases. He's known for his luxurious lifestyle, including owning an island in Hawaii. Now he does own the island of Lanai. Lanai. Anybody been there? Anybody been to the island of Lanai? Now I have been there. I was there right before he bought it, though. It was owned by one of the Murdoch guys, not the Murdoch that owns Fox, but a different Murdoch. And then he sold it to Ellison. But anyway, nice hotels on Lanai. I guess I gave it away, didn't I? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give it away. He is the former CEO of Oracle Corporation. His adjusted wealth is $110 billion. And Mr. Larry Ellison purchased Lanai, Hawaiian Island, for $300 million in 2012. So it was before 2012 that I was there. Cool place. All right. Speaking of lizards, speaking of lizard people, this gentleman co-founded the world's largest social networking platform. He dropped out of Harvard to build his company. I gave it away, huh? This is a good picture of him, actually. He doesn't look like a lizard person in this picture. He faced scrutiny over data privacy issues. He changed his company's name to reflect a focus on the metaverse. Yes, he did. Says his adjusted wealth is only $100 billion. Only $100 billion. Zuckerberg became the youngest self-made billionaire at the age of only 23 when he went over $1 billion. Yeah, he's been trying to suck up to the Trump administration lately, right? But from what I hear, it's like he hasn't changed the censorship or anything on Facebook. No, that's what I don't use it anymore. So I don't use it. Instagram anymore. Don't use any of that anymore. So I don't know. Well, no. Anyway, next up, This guy's a little different. He is the founder of a global fashion empire known for fast fashion. He is best known for his brand Zara. This is the Zara guy. Anybody know who the Zara guy is? He's built his fortune in the retail industry. He avoids public spotlight despite his immense wealth. His adjusted wealth is $90 billion. Anybody know who the Zara guy is? 90 billion. Not bad. Not bad. I see we're still talking about lizards. I don't think this guy's a lizard person, but I'm not sure. Any of these guys could be lizard. Yeah, Stuart. Nice. That's correct. His name is Amancio Ortega. Amancio Ortega. Ortega's company Inditex owns several fashion brands, including Massimo and Dutti. I've never heard of those. And Zara. There you go. Okay, next up. I've heard of this guy. He is the chairman and CEO of a luxury goods company. He oversees brands like Louis Vuitton, Moet, and Hennessy. This is a Hennessy guy. He is known as the king of luxury. There you go. He regularly tops the list of Europe's richest people. Eurobucks. This guy is all about Eurobucks. That's Meadow. I think you know who it is, but it's not quite correct. Close though. Sounds like it. Sounds like. His adjusted wealth is $85 billion. This is Bernard Arnault. Not Reynaud. Bernard Arnault was born in 1949, and he's still alive today. Arnault was briefly the richest person in the world in 2023 before the tech guys' stock started going up. He's a Bilderberg. He's a Bilderberg guy. Of course. He's Euro. Here we go. Speaking of foreigners, this guy's the chairman of Reliance Industries, a conglomerate based in India. His businesses span energy, telecommunications, and retail. He owns one of the world's most expensive homes in Mumbai. Got a nice house. He decided to buy Taj Mahal and turn it into his little summer place. Pool house. He turned the Taj Mahal into a pool house. He has helped expand India's 4G network. We're on 5G. Yeah, you got it. Meadow has the answer there. even spelled right. Yeah, that's correct. Mukesh Ambani, born in 1957. 1 year older than me. Ambani's residence is called Antilia. Reportedly cost over $1 billion to build. How about that? Let's have some security there. All right, number 15. A woman. This is the heiress to a global cosmetic empire. She is known as the wealthiest woman in the world. Her family owns L'Oreal. She's also a writer and a philanthropist. Aren't they all? Her adjusted wealth is $75 billion. She must have invested right. Anybody know who this is? What's her name? She's the world's richest woman. She's a good catch. Right? That could be a kept man. Francois Betancourt Myers. Myers. He married either a Brit or American there. Myers. Francois Betancourt. Francois Betancourt. Les Oriole. All right, we've got 5 more. Now, let's go back in time a little bit. This gentleman was born in 1746. These are all going to be a little older ones now. A prominent landowner in colonial America. He played a role in the Louisiana Purchase. He is known as the Chancellor in New York politics. Anybody know who this is? Kind of different. See, he's a signer of the Declaration of Independence. His adjusted wealth to today is $80 billion. So he was a rich gentleman back then. Livingston. His name is Robert Livingston. Sorry, I gave it away. Apologies. Born in 1746, passed in 1813. Livingston also helped invent the first practical steamboat with Robert Fulton. Wow. So there you go. Robert Livingston. Anybody know that? Signer of the Declaration of Independence. I didn't know that. But now we know something from Quick Wide History Live. There you go. You'll know this name. This gentleman built his fortune in the fur trade. So that's cool. That's like the pioneer, everybody moving westward ho. He became one of the first American millionaires from the fur trade. He did expand into real estate in Manhattan. That would help. He established a certain family's dynasty. His adjusted wealth is $130 billion. Wow. This guy was born in 1763, so way back. He passed in 1848. And he started his family dynasty. You'll know the name when I tell you. His name is John Jacob Astor. John Jacob Astor. The Astor's legacy includes the founding of the New York Public Library. There you go. Astor. John Jacob Astor. I think there were other Astors later, right? Astor was a whole family dynasty. All right, this is a surprising one. A rich guy that we didn't know was so rich. He's a founding father and a principal author of the Declaration of Independence. He served as the 3rd president of the United States. His wealth came largely from plantation holdings. Very good. He is the owner of Monticello, which is a historic Virginia estate. Jamie! His adjusted wealth, believe it or not, $75 billion. Did you know that? I didn't. All right, Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson's Monticello estate is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a symbol of early American history. Thomas Jefferson, a founding father and one rich dude. There you go. And 170 IQ, according to Jamie. Very good. I love it when I get extra facts. All right, we're down to the last two. They're not the top two, they're the last two. Last two on our list. Here we go. Number 19. This gentleman founded the world's largest retailer by revenue. He is known for his down-to-earth management style. He built his business in small-town America. His company's success made his family one of the richest families on the planet. There you go. Jamie knows. That's the name of the business, Jamie. Who's the guy? Who's the guy? His adjusted wealth, they say just his wealth is 85 billion. So, he's spread it through his whole family, right? So, as a family, who knows? No. Walmart is his company, but who was the guy? Sam Walton. Does that sound familiar? Sam Walton. Remember they have like the Sam's Club is the Costco version of Walmart? No, doesn't ring a bell. Walton opened his first Walmart in 1962 in Rogers, Arkansas. All right, last one. This gentleman is a French-born American merchant and banker. He played a major role in stabilizing the U.S. economy during the War of 1812. He financed the war, it sounds like. Good job. He amassed wealth through shipping and investments. One of the wealthiest Americans of the early 19th century. His adjusted wealth is $105 billion. So he was a rich dude. Anybody know who this guy is? Kind of obscure. This is the most obscure person on the entire list. I guess that's why he's number 2. Anybody have a clue? French-born American, banker, played a role in the 1812 war, adjusted wealth $105 billion, wealthiest American in the 19th century. His charitable foundations funded the Girard College, which continues to educate underprivileged children today. So his name was Stephen Girard. Stephen Girard. Learn something every day on Quick Bite History Live. All right, well, for you hardcore people that hung out with me till the end of the bonus round, thank you. Thank you for playing. Enjoyed seeing you. You guys still up for me if I do a Wednesday show? You guys going to show up if I do Wednesday? I'm going to do Sundays for sure. But I know there was a little demand for a second show. Yeah, my wife is out of town, so I might be able to do a second show. So Wednesday be okay? All right. I would like to do it at the same time, if that's okay. I noticed you were late tonight, Stuart. So is later better for you for some reason? Isn't it pretty late over there in Jolly Old? Is 7 o'clock Eastern time okay? I really can't adjust it too much. I don't want to be up too late. I don't want to be drinking any coffee or energy drinks too late into the night. All right. Well, if you guys are up for Wednesday, I'll try to put something together. Maybe we'll do something different. I don't know. We can always, like we did with the bonus round tonight, pull up some old lists. Maybe put some things together as a group where we do 3 things in a related category or something, or I don't know, something like that. We'll try to mix it up a little bit. where maybe the Wednesday night show is a little different than the Sunday night show. We'll see if we can do something like that. Oh, you're not feeling well. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. You certainly knew your cars. We will, we will try to do some more cars in the future. Maybe, maybe modes of transportation. Maybe the ancient civilizations cars. Maybe I'll let the robots just make stuff up. Yeah, movie trivia is good. Anything in the entertainment industry seems to be the most popular as far as broad appeal, getting new people to come in and that kind of thing. So I think always keeping some entertainment categories is good. And since I am a history channel, I like to do a tiny bit of history, but we can make it mostly history of entertainment. So we'll do that. Anyway, okay, guys. Well, again, thank you very much. I'll say good night. Take it easy. Hope you have a good week ahead. And I'll try to cue up my intro and say good night. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.